Okay, well, we can't blame the defense for the loss in this game, and can't really blame the injuries because the Chiefs had a lot of injuries too. They're missing their running back, they're missing Hollywood Brown, they're missing Rashee Rice, left the game early. I thought the first drive that was called by Greg Roman was a really good drive that was called. This pass by Herbert, I don't know why he can't just throw it to JK right here. If he hits him, he's going for a long run. They called a hold right here on Jamari, but it's a screen, so he just lets him go by, and they called that a hold. I mean, some of these calls are questionable. Of course, the Chiefs always get questionable calls. And why Greg Roman does not want to run it to the outside, I just don't understand. Like jet sweep, get it to the outside. They run it one time with QJ to the outside. That worked really well, and then they stop after that. Screens looked really good. Bad handoff by Herbert. Herbert might be really smart. He might have a really strong arm, but he can't complete a pass for his life. Throws it too hard. Sometimes doesn't throw the ball at all. Holds on to the ball too much. This throw to Palmer is too low. Matlock catches a pass there.
Maybe one day on 3rd and 1 they were able to stop.
You saw the short yardage last week against the Falcons to win the game. The inside.
Why we're calling a pass play when we're in the end zone. Nearly gave up 7 points right there. I just really don't understand the play call. Herbert nearly throws an interception right there. That should have been an interception. I don't know why he's throwing it to the guy in press coverage. Like, what is that? RPO. Don't understand why you're running RPO with a hurt quarterback. Call a face mask. It's not even a face mask. Crazy.
The first quarter, nothing going right for him now.
So first half, it was 7-10. Somehow we're winning. 2.6 yards per rush, 5.1 yards per pass, 4 passing first downs, 2 rushing first downs, only 12 rushing attempts. I mean, statistically, the run doesn't look like it's working too well, but I mean, that's because we're literally just trying to run it, like power run it, and the Chiefs are just coming downhill. And I mean, I don't know, that's not going to work. Run it to the outside. We give up a one play, like 65-yard touchdown when the guy's double covered. It's crazy.
He's good, but he knows the difference. And this was an ugly first half.
Coach, I'm sure you were pleased with that fast start, but what do you have to get back to doing here in the second half?
Yeah, offensively, get back to being efficient without the penalty. 3-4 yards in the run game, 4-8 plus in the passing game. Efficiency without the penalties, and these guys, they just want to play. They're football players. They just want to play and have at it. And we got a second half here. Let's go do it.
For Justin Herbert, he's been sacked once, hit 4 times. Remember last week, it was the third quarter, he took a hit against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and all of a sudden it kind of aggravated that leg injury. But right now, that defense of the Chargers are getting out to Kansas City.
This play is like a double go route, and they run in the same area again for the 4th week in a row.
Far. He gets to the side, but I think he should throw up here. I think he would have had a touchdown if he throws it to Palmer. There's no room. You can't widen as a wide receiver. So watch. If he throws this, that's a touchdown. He's going to be on the sideline. Palmer right here has a touchdown if he'd have made that decision.
That could have been an interception. Herbert throws it high. I think at some point you have to consider benching Herbert because he's just not playing well. And sometimes that happens with quarterbacks to get in a kind of a funk. And, we all saw what happened with Bryce Young. He got benched. Andy Dalton came in. He started playing great. They started winning. At the same time, I don't know if Greg Roman's helping the quarterback at all with some of these calls.
The run game, but not.
False start. Offense number 62.
Okay.
Penalty. First down.
Whirlwind day and season so far.
There's Herbert down the field for an open Palmer.
I mean, those are 2 good runs back to back. Here he has QJ on a post, which would have been a perfect call. Doesn't throw it.
He's got a touchdown in the middle to Johnston, and he just doesn't see him.
Another RPO fake. Don't understand why that's being called. They know Herbert's not going to run it.
It's entertaining. He even got down to quoting Ric Flair, his great friend they first met back in the 80s.
The nature mode.
Want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Herbert throws that ball low. That could have been a touchdown if he gets it in his chest. 4th and 1, and we're passing it. QJ stops running. Get a hold call. Doesn't even look like a hold on Mustafa right there.
Holding, offense number 62.
For getting the quarterback on a little bootleg, but not a straight drop back. Chris Jones too good in those situations. On the movement, you can see Joey Bosa right there.
Running, throwing.
Here's a tight end screen, and if Herbert can complete this play, I mean, we move the ball, but he can't complete it. It's just why he needs to throw it so hard. I don't understand why this can't be completed. Chris Jones is there. I mean, if he does a little touch pass lob, just lob it to him. And the pass play in a 3rd and 11. Chris Jones the guy can't plant off his right foot, but he just moves Disley out of the way. Pipkins is nowhere to be found. Of course, he misses the block. Unbelievable.
Justin Herbert can only
Defense played good for the most part. I mean, holding Chiefs to 17 points is pretty dang good. And that was with giving up that one long touchdown. At the end of the day, we were 4 for 13 on 3rd down efficiency, 0 for 1 on 4th down. Only 24 rushing attempts, 2.3, 9 penalties, 51 yards. So the defense had 3 3-and-outs. They had 2 series where the Chiefs went 9 plays and out, 2 turnovers. Chiefs had 1 missed field goal and then 1 made field goal. This is the 2nd week in a row that our offense has only mustered 10 points. So, I mean, start off, Herbert looked brilliant. Was it like 9 for 9, moving the ball, scored a touchdown first series, and then after that it was just like complete meltdown. And I think Greg Roman needs to be relieved of play calling duties. It took him a week to come up with one good series of play calls, and then that was it. And then it was just false start after false start, moving backwards. We probably would have scored a touchdown if we could with false starts for the Chiefs. And Herbert can't complete a pass for his life, holding onto the ball too long, throwing it to press coverage. He should probably, they need to consider benching him at some point, maybe even trading him.